What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and this video, I want to talk about my prediction that we will get a Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad teaser trailer at DC Fandom. Now, I'm going to go off of a little bit of what we know, a little bit of what was actually shot down, and also talk about what I want to see from it. Now, if this video specifically does well, I will make kind of spin-off videos from this, kind of talking about what I specifically, like 5 things I want to see, 5 things I don't want to see, kind of those kind of ranking videos that I do like to throw in from time to time. But for this one, I just kind of want to predict it. I want to talk about why it's likely, why I truly do think it's going to happen, and again, just generally what I'm expecting for it. So, what we know, okay, DC Fandom is going to be massive, right? We've talked about that before. I've talked about Justice League. We talked about the video games, and, I'm not a comic book guy, but there's going to be comics, there's going to be cosplay, there's going to be so much at DC Fandom. So, I'm pumped. You can tell from my voice, from my excitement level, right? I'm very excited. And a few days ago, there was a Reddit post. Now, Reddit, out of all of the different forums or just different outlets, basically, to get leaks or rumors from, Reddit is the worst. Reddit's absolutely, there can be some true stuff there, but it's basically put into just a whole lot of garbage that people just come up with, right? Now, there was a post on Reddit that talked about what we can expect to see at DC Fandom, and they talked about the Suicide Squad trailer. Now, they said, full trailer, okay? They said the Batman, the 2021 Robert Pattinson Batman, a teaser trailer. They went on to say a casting of Aquaman 2, Shazam 2, all that kind of stuff, and the Ayer cut would be announced, that they're actually going to do the Suicide Squad, the 2016 version, right? So all that kind of stuff. Now, James Gunn, and also I believe they said Wonder Woman, there'd be a new Wonder Woman trailer. Now, James Gunn replied to that because it was making its way on Twitter, and James Gunn replied to that and said, that's not true, that's garbage. Somebody then asked him, is all of it not true or some of it not true? And he said, I think just by basically, closing your eyes and throwing a dart, you're going to get some things right, but in general, he thinks it was made up. Now, honestly, I think I agree with James Gunn. Now, directors, publishers, producers, gaming developers, all these, they lie all the time, and it's part of the job because you want to try to hide things that you're working on, right? You're not going to spoil things. A lot of times you can't specifically say certain things, so what do you have to do? Either you do not comment or you have to lie, and then eventually you're like, oh man, you didn't tell us the truth, but it's obviously, again, because they were hiding something massive. So here's where I stand, and I've talked about what I think we'll see from Justice League. I've talked about that I don't really care for the Suicide Squad, 2016's Suicide Squad. I don't care for the Ayer cut for that. I really don't. But honestly, the Wonder Woman trailer I think is absolutely going to happen. And again, that is just kind of closing your eyes, throwing a dart, and nailing it. I do think that's an obvious thing. That's the closest movie. We've seen some trailers, we've seen some TV spots, whatever, the shortened kind of stuff. I think we're going to get a brand new trailer. The Batman teaser I don't think is going to happen. Now, I think they're going to do something Batman related, but I don't think it's going to be a teaser trailer because at the end of the day, they filmed 15% of the film. They barely even have Robert Pattinson in the suit. So, if you have a teaser trailer, what are you going to just show him, him walking up to a camera with, a rainy background? You know what I mean? What exactly would you be able to show? You wouldn't even be, unless you do maybe, the logo. Again, I guess teaser trailer could mean a lot of different things. All right. So you got those things. Suicide Squad, or the Suicide Squad, James Gunn's, I do believe this. And honestly, this is my prediction that we will see it, even before I knew that. So when I woke up today, when I'm recording this video, I knew, okay, I'm going to make a video talking about the Suicide Squad, predicting that the teaser trailer is going to be there. I wanted to look online to see if anything popped up about it, if there was actually news to kind of back me up, and that's when I found this Twitter stuff. So honestly, or this, I guess the Reddit rumor stuff, right? So honestly, it was already in my mind. I was already ready to go, and I do think it just kind of adds onto it. James Gunn is a very vocal person on social media, and he does kind of address complaints, criticisms, positive things on his, his products basically in the past. So I do think this is likely. Look, the Suicide Squad was filmed right before all of this stuff happened, okay, around the world. They finished it. They 100% completed it. Now, they're editing it from home. We don't really know. I'm more of a gaming guy. Obviously, we cover a lot of games, and I talk about how, the blank that's gone on around the world has obviously, firstly, it's destroyed the movie industry, right? We know that it's delayed so many things. It's delayed production. It's delayed all that. For gaming, we know how it's delayed that too, and I don't know, just because maybe of my background and because I talk about it more, I'm more able to talk about a lot of the intricacies of how it can affect gaming, even working from home for that. For movies, editing wise, I don't really know how much it affects it. I mean, I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I don't know if you're all editing the movie or whoever edits movies in general. Obviously, the director has a big say or watches over it. How do they do it from home? Okay, does it have a huge impact in terms of a negative way? The fact that it is taking place at home and not at like an area where everybody's together. So what I'm trying to say is it possible that it's not there? I mean, I guess, but at the same time, again, the movie's been done, filmed, completely filmed. Now there's reshoots and there's stuff like that, but you probably would attempt to do that probably at some point early next year, right? Because this movie comes out, I believe, next August. So you normally do reshoots 3, 4, 5 months before. So maybe next spring, early spring, you'd probably want to do reshoots. But again, the editing process should be good to go. I think you should be able to whip up some sort of trailer for this. Honestly, now I've said teaser trailer. I'm kind of lowering my expectations because I think the trailer will end up only being a small thing. But again, now when I say teaser trailer, even for a movie, I don't just want the logo. I don't want like a voice narrating it and then the logo and some like colors on screen. I mean, I would like some actual footage that they shot of the movie. Now, again, you could say, well, is that a teaser trailer? In my mind, it is. But again, teaser trailers are different to different people. So when people say teaser trailer for Batman, again, I don't even think they can throw anything. So when I think of what they're going to do for Batman, I don't even know. Probably have like a Q&A with some cast members or something, because I really don't know what they're going to be able to show from that because they barely shot anything. But the Suicide Squad, they shot a lot of. And again, I'm very, the more I talk about this movie, and I have been excited for this movie for a long time, I'm pumped. I'm ready to see him. And James Gunn, I think, is a very good director. I think he's going to do a really good job with this. I mean, the cast is really, really good. I think they're going to nail it. That's a bold thing. That's a bold statement, I should say. But I really do think they can nail it. And obviously, it all kind of starts, well, it starts with the filming. It starts with the cast choices and all that stuff. But then it really goes into the first time we get to see this movie, which I do think is, and it makes sense. August 22nd, the movie comes out next August. So you give us 1 year. You give us, and I think a small thing. I think a small teaser trailer, maybe then sometime like in the late fall or like more like holiday time, November, December, January, then you give us like a full-length trailer. That's what I'm expecting. I mean, if they really want to knock our socks off, if that's possible for them to do, and they want to give us a full 2-minute, 2.5, 1.5, somewhere in that range, minute trailer of the Suicide Squad, I mean, sign me up, right? I'm completely on board. But honestly, I do not see this event going by without it's so hard. And for the love of God, I hope that's not the official name, even though I think it is. Please try and change it, because I don't like the Suicide Squad, but I really don't think they're going to let it go by without talking about, or without, I should say, showing it. Because again, the Batman, the 2021 film, I think you gotta have to just talk about it. You can't really show us much. But the Suicide Squad, they've already done it. They've already recorded it. It's already done. And again, they could just talk about that as well. But I really think they can do something big here at DC Fandom. I think it makes the most sense for that. Because again, if you're gonna do that film, what would you do for that film? I guess again, you could talk to James Gunn, you could talk to Margot Robbie, you could talk to Nathan Fillion, you could talk to all these different people. But at the same time, you have a lot of footage, and it's been editing. I mean, I think when did they finish it? If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But I feel like they finished it around like late February, right? Because it was done before things started shutting down. They finished it like a few weeks before. So they could have been editing this for almost like 6 months at this point. I feel like they've got something to give us. I mean, editing a 2.5 hour movie, that probably takes, obviously that takes like a year and a half, depending on how long they give them to edit, different films. But to throw together a trailer, I mean, come on, you can do that, I think, in 6 months, right? Now, again, whether it was designed, because again, maybe they didn't expect to have this DC Fandom event before all this stuff happened, right? So I get it. It's a messy situation. The stuff that went on around the world is a messy situation, but I really do think we're going to get it. And in terms of what I expect, what I want, again, I mean, I expect a teaser, okay? That's a really, but I do expect to see like shots. Like, again, I don't want just a narration or just like the symbol or like a black screen and then it kind of fades into the actual logo of the Suicide Squad. I would prefer to see characters. I would prefer to see location. I mean, that's what I want. I want to see what James Gunn's and we kind of do. I was going to say James Gunn's version of Harley Quinn looks like. We do kind of know from like set photos. I want to know what mystery characters, because we know like who are some of these characters. There's been speculation as to who some of these people are in the Suicide Squad, but it's not been officially confirmed. In fact, James Gunn has almost not confirmed anybody's official role. Obviously, there's a couple of them, but not everybody. So can we get those in a teaser trailer? Can we get those in a normal trailer? That's the kind of stuff that I'm I'm expecting / wanting. Again, if this video does well enough, if you guys like this kind of stuff, I'll definitely do another video talking about some things that I absolutely want to see and some things I absolutely don't want to see. So again, let me know that you guys like this if you do by liking the video, subscribing, bell icon, all that kind of good stuff. And as always, guys, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know, do you think this teaser trailer, do you think there's going to be a trailer in general for the Suicide Squad? What do you expect there? Again, do you want me to make future videos like this? We only got 3 weeks, 2 days until DC Fandom. I'm getting so pumped. There's going to be more DC Fandom videos coming over the coming days on, again, movies, television, gaming, lots of different stuff coming, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.